Tonight, new rules on dress codes in the city's public schools are drawing strong reaction. CBS 2's Doug Williams covers education for us and explains what this could mean going forward.
Will all those in favor say aye?
The City Council on Thursday voted on two pieces of dress code legislation that may mean more freedom for students and more transparency from schools.
Right now, the policy exists on a school-by-school basis.
Councilmember Diana Ayala's bill, passed Thursday in the City Council unanimously, means the Department of Education now must post dress code policies on their website and publish reports on dress code policies at schools and any violations or penalties that occur. Then a resolution, which cannot become law but can influence future policy, states that the DOE take into account diverse cultures, gender expressions, and body diversity.
If I had to put my child in a thing that was not reflective of how they felt, and I have to send them to school, I would go back home to cry.
I don't think it's held them back to say the things that they want to or express their feelings about anything.
I taught them to be themselves, and I teach them at home self-esteem. And so I think every time they put on something, I tell them they look beautiful.
As for the resolution on Thursday's agenda, Councilmember Stevens, who wrote it, says it was framed by her many years working with city youth.
This is something that we're passing today to push forward so we can have more inclusive, so we can talk about gender equity, body positivity.
In a statement, the Department of Education stresses they already provide guidelines to schools on dress codes, saying schools must, quote, consider evolving generational, cultural, social, and identity norms.
And Doug Williams joins me now. We've been hearing reports, Doug, that people felt they were being unfairly targeted. Is this in response to all that?
Well, both council members who authored the legislation today had members of the LGBTQ community in mind, members of communities of color in mind, and both of them clearly believe that whatever mandates are currently being used in certain schools, and keep in mind it's not an umbrella from all of the Department of Education, have led them to not be able to express themselves freely within those certain dress codes at certain schools. So it's hard to say exactly what it is about certain dress codes because they're all different that makes them feel marginalized and less having the ability to be free with their expression. But certainly that's part of it, Maurice.
What are top officials at DOE saying tonight?
Well, I just heard from one a little while ago. Here's what I was told, that they're generally in favor. They need to discuss, obviously, with the council how to implement all of this, which is the next step. Usually you have a sense of how that will be implemented, but as of right now, given how broad this structure is, that part is difficult. And the other thing I was told is they do have concerns about the data gathering part of this, the statistics that we've been told that will be part of it, where they need to count the infractions certain schools do in terms of who breaks the dress code. They say that might be a privacy issue going forward.
All right, so much to consider. Doug Williams, thank you.